Hey guys, RB. It's Thursday. Let's do this. I'm in New Farm Park, which is on the other side of the river from where I made the video yesterday. And this is one of the premier suburbs of Brisbane. I'm in the botanical park here, botanical gardens, and like the suburb we were in yesterday, which is Kangaroo Point, a lot of high-priced inner-city apartments have gone in over the last couple of years as more and more double income urban dwelling people want to live in Brisbane and get out of the suburbs, or be out of the suburbs, which is which would be my preference as well. I would either live coast or in a city than living in the suburbs. I just don't really see the point of it. Big waste of land too, I reckon. Yeah, so a lot of history to this park, and a lot of heritage. Look at this, look at the size of this. This is a Moreton Bay fig, this would probably be around 100 years old. They're all heritage protected, and that would have been germinated, or the seed would have been transported by a bird in the past, and probably from an island, or probably from off the coast, and brought inland, and it's just done its thing. And further up a little bit is an old industrial powerhouse right on the river, called the Powerhouse, and it was a coal-powered generation plant, and it was active until the government made the decision to get rid of the coal pollution in the city. Not too sure how Brisbane's powered now. There's a lot of dams, a lot of hydro. Not too sure. Can't say for certain. We've used a fair bit of coal in Australia over the years. In Victoria we use brown coal, but they are being closed down as well, or they're being changed to new technology. So quick swing around just to show you. So the river is behind me there, and that means everything that way is New Farm, which is a combination of Heritage Australia and retail, restaurants, and residential in what used to be an old industrial suburb. Yeah, so it's a beautiful city. If you ever want to come down to Australia, or come to Brisbane if you haven't, if you're in Australia, and hear the bird life, which is quite prolific and noticeable, and you can see how green it is, because it gets good rainfall. The city went through a very big flood in 2008, I think it was 2010. Massive flood. So the river actually rose about 1.5 meters, and there was a lot of flooding, restaurants on the rivers and so forth. So there's been a lot of rebuilding over the last couple of years. So yesterday, interesting, very interesting, and we had some interesting data out last night too. There was a massive move on our 4 o'clock, which was good. And if you're wondering why, I just would regard that as pure positioning, the market moving the price, positioning for the data that was released last night, which was the interest rate announcement. Not much of which was said about yesterday. Obviously, people didn't expect a rise, and we didn't get one. And we also had new mortgages, and we also had something else quite big as well. It's not coming to my mind. I've said this before, I really don't watch the news as much as I used to. I'm watching the trend, and I'm watching the way that the price is being positioned within the structure that it trades and within the trend, because that's telling me what the intention of the market is, or those that control the market, and that's telling me where we're going to end up by week's end. So we've still got Thursday, or our tonight, US Open tonight, and then we'll have non-farm payroll tomorrow. One thing that's just come into my head is that we got a private employment release last night, and that was well above forecast. So that could be a good signal for us to see a good non-farm payroll figure, the USD rise and gold fall, which will be within the trend. So yeah, I've said this all week to you guys, it can be a real bitch of a week, because you're not seeing what would be normal behaviour, normal trading behaviour. You're seeing a lot of positioning and a lot of manipulation and a lot of holding within a pattern, within a range, within a not a pattern, within a price period, and it's all been, if there are sudden movements, then the market corrects them to take the price back into the region it wants it to stay in, while it positions itself for the Friday night. Yeah, so there you go. Once again, if you'd like to get in touch with me, I'm doing some training, interstate training tomorrow night. But wherever you are around the world, just throw me a Skype or an email, and we can talk about training and use TeamViewer and Skype. Alright guys, talk to you tomorrow. Cheers. Just continuation. I knew there was something else I needed to mention. Last week I said that I would review my real account, and you can do that by clicking on the My Forex Book link that is in the description above, and you'll see that what I started off with which was 250, I think, in the first week of October. Yesterday at the end of October was 600, so it's around 130%, I think, for those 3 weeks, if not 4 weeks. I also have traded some friends' accounts. I haven't traded it this week. Last week I took it up 20%, 25%, and another small account I started with $2,000 for a friend is about to hit 4,000 in 2 weeks. So I keep doing 30% as a conservative figure, but quite often double an account in a month, whether it's a short month or a longer month. So you can rely upon those results as being the norm, and if you come across anybody, like anyone on Aussie stock forums, for example, that says it's not possible, and anyone that is really rabid about it being an unrealistic result, just isn't doing it properly, and he's probably incompetent. Get in touch with me if you'd like to get the same results, and I'll share my chart and share my indicators. Alright, cheers.